Hello, I am back for another video, and today what I want to talk to you about is the sense of sight. You've seen a lot of rose bushes that are around our property. Well, here's another one. Look at this. Isn't it so beautiful? And over here there's more beauty. And the sense of sight is so important because 70% of our sensory neurons are visual. What that means is if you think about all the ways that you experience sensation, taste, touch, smell, sight, sound, temperature, pressure, as well as emotional experiences which create sensation, all of that, we only interpret it, right? Our brain is able to interpret that because of what's called a sensory neuron. And 70% of what we're sensing comes in through the eyes. So it's a super, super important sense. And look, it creates beauty, it creates joy. We see things that tell us that's disgusting, that's safe, that's not safe, and it's really all context, right? So you could be looking at where I'm sitting right now. I'm actually sitting on the ground, see? And I could be looking out for snakes. I'm actually not looking out for snakes, although I could be. And if that's what I was looking out for, I might feel scared because I'm actually scared of snakes. But because I'm looking for beauty, that's what I see. Here's a really cool experiment I want you to try. And I'm just gonna get over here to get out of the sun. Okay, that's better light. So here's an experiment I want you to try. So just for grins, look around you, look around your room, and I want you to look at everything that you can see that is green. And obviously I'm super green, my eyes are green, my yard is green, I love green. Green is the color of the heart, green is the color of compassion, green is the color of money, green is the color of nature, green is the color of abundance, green is the color of the heart. I love green. You already know that about me. Look around your room or your house and notice everything that you can see that's green. And just take another moment, look around, see all the leaves, all the different kinds of leaves, all the different colors. I'll just show you my yard because it's super green. And I love being in my yard. I love the garden. This tree's about to bloom. It's called Rose of Sharon. Look for stuff that's green. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes and picture stuff in your room that's orange. Can you notice anything? See, for most people, when we do this experiment, they can't remember anything. And then they open up their eyes and they see, oh yeah, there's orange over there. And they didn't notice it because I told you to focus on everything that's green. Your brain really likes to look at one thing at a time. There's plenty of neurological evidence that this is the most optimal way for you to focus and be efficient and be productive. And this has to do with multitasking. You see what you are looking at. So when you see what you're looking at, look at one thing and do it to completion. Focus on one thing at a time. Focus is so important if you want to be an entrepreneur. Focus is so important in your life, in your relationships, because you get stuff done and you stop distracting yourself, you stop procrastinating, and when you focus, the occipital lobe is in this back part of the brain. I already told you that 70% of your sensory neurons are visual. When you focus, you're activating this higher cortical part of your brain, and that keeps you out of fight or flight, keeps you in compassion, creativity, other awesome states of being. You can be super analytical, you can be practical, you can be compassionate, you can experience forgiveness. You make way more neural connections when you are up here in the cortical areas of your brain. You can make more associations with things and get more inspired. So I really encourage you to use your sense of sight to create ease for yourself. Another thing you can do with your sense of sight when you're feeling triggered, because I already talked about how powerful that is and the disproportionate number of sensory neurons that are visual. When you're feeling triggered or frustrated or scared, fix your gaze on something that comforts you. So right now I'm looking at those beautiful purple flowers behind me because that creates ease for me. That looks peaceful. You can focus your gaze on a plant or a tree. Look outside in nature and just let your eyes focus on that. Your optic nerve is the third cranial nerve, and when you focus, it calms you right down. When you're distracted and overwhelmed and in reactivity, you're not focusing, and it's actually impossible to focus. And that's one of the things that happens when we get overwhelmed is we stop focusing, we start spinning out, making excuses, getting overwhelmed. And that's actually the natural state when we're scared, when we're in anxiety, is you're not supposed to focus. You're supposed to like run away, right? So you're not supposed to be super laser focused on what you're doing. You're supposed to like get away, run away, or fight, or freeze, or hide. So you can use your focus by fixing your gaze, we call that your drishti in yoga, on something that comforts you, something that feels safe, and it'll calm you right down. That's my share for today. Have a beautiful day. And look how the light is changing. As I'm making a video about sight, you can see that the light is constantly changing. And that's another incredible message about vision, is that you get to see transformation before your eyes all day long. Have an awesome day. Bye.